How about we start with our chat? Are we live? We are live.
There we are. Okay.
Yes, I forgot about that part. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you so much for hosting and being the Zoom queen tonight. Thank you so much. We do have a little chat, and if you guys want to pop in there and just share, like, hey, here's something I would love if Plexus could help me with. Here's something that I am trying to get to the bottom of, or I'm really hopeful for this change in my health. Pop that in there. We're going to put this in our event page, and so we can keep adding to it tomorrow as people are able to come in and watch. But I'm just so thrilled that you guys would take some time this evening to hop on with us. We would love to share with you a little bit about these products that we have fallen in love with, share a little bit of our story. We'll keep it short and sweet. Mary, I don't want to put you on the spot, but did you want to share just a little about what you are hoping for right now, Miss?
Oh man, I'm hoping for this to go away.
That is awesome.
You know that phrase, I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. We're all familiar with it, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I feel like I've been there just back and forth for years, and it's caught up to me. I turned 40. Actually, Roxanne and I have almost the same birthday. We're one day apart. She's one day older than me.
Hey!
She's just
I told
bringing you along.
And so yeah, we've known each other for a long time, but I just want to feel good again. And I know that getting probiotics in and all the other nutrients that are in this supplement in particular are going to help with that. And if I can shed all the baby weight, I keep saying that, but my daughter's going to be 5 tomorrow. So my littlest that you just saw, she's going to be 5 tomorrow. So she's not a baby anymore. So it's really all my fault that I'm squishy. Here comes my teenager. That's the one that made me a mama.
Oh.
And thank you. Sure. He brought me soda. A LaCroix. It's soda water. It's not like the gross stuff. And yeah, and then the more I've thought over the last couple days and been hearing stories of other people who use these products, I'm like, oh, there's so much more to it, and there's so much more that I struggle with, but pretend I don't. Oh, totally. So I'm hoping that it'll relieve some of those things, like the arthritis pain that I'm starting to feel as I get older, the anxiety. Normally that's more in the fall and winter that I experience it. And I think in the summer, because it's nice out, I tend to release that a little bit more, but that was really bad this winter. And so I'm hoping to kick that. And allergies. Oh my gosh, seasonal allergies. Like my nose has been running and my eyes are puffy, and I know that probiotics help with that. So hopefully the combination of all of it will just make me feel better. I want to feel 30 again. Can you do that?
Oh my goodness.
That's about it.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I thought this is a great way to connect. It's a great way to share stories. It's a great way to for people to find out info, but the connection piece is so like vital right now, right? Just to hear people's stories. And for me, for me, 4 years ago is around the time that I discovered Plexus. And, I was in a place where I was like, I think this is just normal. Like I'm kind of getting into my upper 30s. I guess it's just normal to be tired all the time and not be able to keep up with my kids, right? Everybody's just always talking about being a hot mess, right? So I'm like, okay, I guess this is just my world. This is what's normal. But really deep down, I had struggled for years with low mood and anxiety and, wacky hormones, where I was just like, that time of the month was awful. And I would crash in the afternoons, that energy that was just like always out of reach. I needed caffeine, I needed a nap, I needed sugar, I needed something to like get me through the afternoon. And I was foggy, brain fog, just fluffy. I didn't feel like I had a ton of weight to lose, but I just felt like, you know, like just bloated, just yucky kind of throughout the day. So I was working with a doctor at the time, like, I don't want anything over the counter. I just know deep down there's something that can change. And so right around that time, Plexus came around and it was like gut health and mood, gut health and anxiety. My doctor said, go home and Google it. So I'm like digging around, and Plexus was the missing piece for me. It was a friend of mine, my friend Wendy, who had started on the products, and she's like, yeah, I'm seeing connections with low mood depression as well. Like, you should really check this out. So I decided to trust her and give it a try. And I started with the Triplex, and that is the pink drink. A lot of people start with the Triplex. It's the pink drink. It is our ProBio 5. Bridget, do you have your goodies? Is that what you're getting out?
Well, I was like, I really don't want to be this lady, but I'm like,
Get it out. We got it there. Get it out. We need the visual. Yes. Get us the visual. Yes.
the more I try, the worse it gets. Pink
I
drink.
am a visual learner. I say it's okay.
Yes.
That's it.
The drink. Yes. Shaking that up, putting in water every day. I started with the probiotic. I realized gut health. Oh, okay. I've done no favors for my gut. I've never taken a probiotic. I've had crazy amounts of antibiotics, my childhood. I had
Oh, man.
C-sections. I had, medications. I mean, on and on and on. I realized, whoa, okay. The light bulb was starting to go off. I was like, my gut is a total mess. No wonder the digestive issues and everything. So I started with the Triplex. I started noticing, first thing for me was like things were balancing, and that time of the month came, that first month, and it was kind of uneventful. It was like regular. It was like 4 weeks. I had never been regular in my life. It kind of came and went without a big like explosion. I thought, what is happening? I realized there's a connection with my blood sugar and my hormones, like that. I'd never, ever made that connection. Therefore, my moods kind of followed after that. Like, I just found the balance coming with better moods. And then my energy throughout the afternoon was like, okay, I'm not having these crashes.
Yeah.
I'm not having these low moments. I'm feeling like I can deal with life. The brain fog started to clear. And month, I think 2 or 3, I added in our vitamins and was like, I can actually feel these working. Oh my gosh, I have energy. I love it. You're like my Vanna White. Yes. And I realized I had all these different vitamins on my shelf that I'd never really felt a difference. Well, my absorption was awful because my gut was all in a whack, right? So I learned a ton, and I'm still learning. I love this community because I realized candida, this word candida, this yeast overgrowth, this out of whackness that most of us have going on, this sugar monster that like lives within us, has thrown everything off balance, And so the Triplex really helped me to go after reducing inflammation in my body. I let go of, some pounds at the beginning, just like inflammation that was wreaking havoc in my body. It started balancing out my gut, my digestion improved. And so for me, and along with many people, we start with the Triplex, but coming out of this stressful time in quarantine, there are so many different ways to support our bodies, right? So gut health is like kind of the big deal. But you know what? We also have amazing products that Plexus has brought on to support and lift our mood, to get us through this time of like prolonged stress and uncertainty. Anxiety seems to be a common denominator in so many conversations that I'm having with people, right? And I've felt it even more so during this quarantine time. So, Bridget, I don't know if you want to share. I know there's some really fun popular products that are coming out right now, combos for people that are like, I just want to start feeling better. And I know I need to get back in the gym and I need to start having a better outlook on life. Do you want to share and share us with your story too? I wouldn't take too much time. I want them to hear your story.
I love your story. It's funny. Our stories are similar. They really are. Yeah, I started on the triplex, and I will say, I mean, I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm a military wife. We have 4 kids, a homeschool, and I was fighting depression, and my closest like peeps didn't know. I mean, my husband knew, my mom knew, a bestie knew, but honestly, I was so embarrassed because I was like, well, I'm a Christian and I was in my Bible every day. And I felt like I was a grateful person for my life. I was like, my kids are healthy. My husband is a good man. What is wrong with me? And can I tell you, it just gives me chills. Right now, I'm getting chills all over again, like the head chills. I was so relieved when I realized I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not crazy. There was something wrong in my gut.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills because yeah, and that was also, you know, what pardon?
Speaking my language. This is like that I can totally identify.
Yeah. You feel
I
condemned.
thought it was just in my head.
Yeah.
I mean, probably part of it is there's a chemical thing.
Yes.
But if you heal you're saying if you heal your gut, that you can heal those brain imbalances.
Yes.
So
I'm floored
connected.
right now.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Carry
yeah,
on.
you should share tonight. Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Yes. So
Yes.
like the majority of our serotonin, 90% of it is created in our gut. And so these neurotransmitters, there's like a nerve that connects our brain to our gut. It's insane. So I also had eczema on my hands. I had since I was a kid. I was dealing with constipation. I have a hernia and it was always really sore and puffy. And the doctors were always like, you just need to stay more lean. And I'm like, I'm trying my best. I just had 4 kids, you know? So attention headaches, but wiped out, just wiped out. And it was embarrassing. After church, this is just going to church for 2 hours. I would come home and I'd be like, I am toast, babe. Like dinner and outing, fellow, I don't want to go hang out with people. It was bad. 3 years of that. So my friend Corey, this is 4 years ago. Everybody began on the triplex. So pink drink once a day, 2 gut health things at night. Everybody's very different with how much they take of our 2 gut health supplements. Probio 5 goes in and kills off the bad bacteria in your gut. BioCleanse comes in and helps flushes that bad bacteria out gently. So I needed a lot more BioCleanse than some people to keep things moving on the toilet. Some people come to us and they are not like holding on to their food at all. They're like loose stools. And so, you know, we tweak our products. That's why with Plexus, just being in close contact with your sponsor, you know, it doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be this crazy thing, but we just want to make sure you get your dosing right. We're all so different. But I tell you what, and I'll bet you anything, Melissa potentially feels the same. If I were starting Plexus right now, I probably would not want to start on the triplex because it's a bit detoxing. Now, I just started 2 good friends on this earlier this week because they said, I really want to heal long term. I'm in it for 6 to 12 months. I don't care if I go through detox. I need to heal. I'm like, fine, do the stinking triplex. But I have another 2 people who just started on a different combo that is more gentle. And I feel like most, like Melissa was saying, with what we've been going through in our culture right now, with just the extra anxiety, stress, I don't want to put my closest friends through detox right now. I'm kind of like, we want to move you towards healing, but we want you to start feeling lifted first, more energized, more balanced, a little bit depuffed. We want to start lowering the inflammation to prep your body for long-term healing. So we have a combo. It's Slim, which is the pink drink, and it's another drink. And then something called Ease, which is an anti-inflammatory. It's a wonderful omega. I take this as my daily omega. It's like the inflammation depuffer deal. Allergies, that is inflammation. Depression, it's either inflammation in the gut or inflammation in the brain. Brain fog, same thing. I worked out today. My husband's training me. I'm like, I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow if I do not take some ease. This stuff is great for so many things. Melissa, what do you think? Do you want to share, do both of us share a little bit about why the pink drink is in both of these combos and why people drink this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the pink drink is like a staple. It's every day. I mean, it's every day for me. Because the hormone balance, the blood sugar balance, I mean, I'm still like learning so much about that, but our glucose, our insulin, is like our master hormone, right? I mean, when our insulin is balanced, all of the hormones follow suit, right? So if our blood sugar's out of whack, right? Our sugars are out of whack. Everything else is like out of whack, right? Mood, energy, sleep. So it's like my pink drink is just, it's where it keeps everything balanced, right? And there are so, it's plant-based, and that's what I love about it, is that it's not like, oh, this caffeine shot, you know, that I'm getting in the afternoon. It's like, I know that what it's doing is, I mean, a better name for the pink, the slim would be like balance, because it just balances out our hormones, our sugars, everything else follows, you know? And so much of that is then regulated in our gut. So it's kind of like this cornerstone. I mean, it's so important, and it's got chromium in there, which is important for so many different functions in our body. I mean, I switched back and forth. We have the microbiome activating one, which has prebiotics in it, which just help feed those prebiotics that we're taking, right? We want to just keep those nice and aplenty. We want to keep our gut balanced. But I also really love the hunger control version, because it's got, instead of those prebiotics, it's got this fiber in it, which just helps me feel like full longer. So I'm also going into a meal feeling balanced. I'm not craving sugars, but I'm not feeling like ravenously hungry either, because it's got that fiber in there. So that blood sugar balance and keeping those prebiotics in there are so important with, I mean, either of those combinations for people. Absolutely.
Yeah, Slim, basically, like she said, it's so true. We should have called it balance. I've actually talked to our executives. Like, we were like, could you change the name? But it's been around for like 8 years now. The reason why they called it Slim is that there was an endocrinologist and a scientist, and they were working hand in hand. They wanted to create something for type 2 diabetics, because it's a problem in this country. I mean, almost everybody, their sugars are off, getting higher and higher and higher. And so what they gave this to the type 2 diabetics, and what they found is that they started letting go of weight, and they were like, oh, we didn't expect that. We just wanted to balance their blood sugar. They started craving sugars and carbs and processed foods less. Their inflammation went down. Like, one of the testers had that thing with her foot in her Achilles. It was plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
And she was like, why do I have less pain on a pink drink? It was lowered inflammation. When our blood sugars balance, we have lowered inflammation. And like Melissa was saying, I mean, hi there. Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you. When we balance our master hormone, guess what's a hormone? Oh, it's called cortisol. That's stress. We need our cortisol hormones to balance. I never imagined this would work for me. I was so skeptical. I was like, nobody can pull me out of this pit. Like, really? This? I could not believe it. And we've just seen it. Now it's been 4 years. And you guys, I'm a sapphire with this company. It's like at the very tippy top of the company. There's like one little spot above me. We have so many people on our team who have gotten off so many different medications. Their marriages are better. They're falling in love with their kids again. That's part of my story. I felt like I wasn't even able to see my kids' faces, if that makes sense. Like, they were kind of a blur to me, just like surviving my life, and just then it's a meal and school or whatever. And I remember the day I was in my kitchen and I was looking at Vivian's little face. She has this, all my kids have red hair and freckles. And I was like, I can see each and every freckle. And I was like, look at all these precious freckles. It was like I was seeing my kids all over again, you know, for the first time. So that's life-changing to a whole family. It really is. So I love this new combo. It's a good one. It comes with something called Active, and this is our energy drink. And I'm a really crunchy mama. Like, we don't drink sodas in our house. Everything, like, there's no corn syrup. You know, we don't go to McDonald's. I know, I'm so mean. Actually, I did take them there once because I was like, you have to try the French fries because I'm a bad mom. If you do not like McDonald's French fries, and they loved them, and I was like, don't tell anybody. Anyway. But when Plexus came out with Active, this clean energy drink, I was like, what are you doing? We have Plexus Slim. It has no caffeine in it and it gives me energy. Why do we need Active? Because sometimes you want extra brain clarity and sometimes you want to go on a run and sometimes you need the extra motivation to get out on your bike with your kids or run around the yard or do your yard work. You just want a little extra pep. I love how Active makes me think. It just clears up my brain and it feels very mood lifting to me.
Yes.
It's wonderful for sore muscles when you're just getting back to the gym. It's wonderful. So these two people are loving to mix together.
So good. So good.
And then adding in ease for inflammation. I mean, I don't know. It's just fantastic. Okay, what's next here, Melissa? Did I talk? I feel like I'm talking a lot.
No, you're fabulous. You're fabulous. Yeah, I mean, there are so many, you know, like non-scale victories that I've experienced that it's like, it's hard to just put into words, but just like that, like counting freckles on your kids' faces, you know, like me being able to just be on a road trip with my family and my kids are like, rah, my husband's like, where are we going? I need a map, you know, and he's starting to defrag and I'm just like, we're good.
I would freak out. At this point, I would lose my mind. I would start screaming at everybody.
Yeah.
I want, oh, that just touches my heart so much that you like saw the freckles on their face. Cause I'm at my wit's end. We've all been together every single day, every single moment since March 5th. So
I just wanted to jump in. The reason that I decided to come on here is because Melissa is somebody that I met a long time ago in my life, but that I wholly trust. And I've seen her talking about this stuff for a while now. I'm still very skeptical because I just like, you know, a lot of friends I know or people I know are like part of different companies, I guess.
Yes.
And so, but really, honestly, the reason that I'm even thinking about this is because of Melissa, because I know that she's somebody who is honest and who would never, you know, she's not somebody that would, oh, to see me.
Why?
It's really, no, she's one of the best
There's so
people that
much
I've met.
left
It's been a long time. It's been a long time, but she really is. That's the main reason I'm even thinking about this is because I know that she would never, you know, she's just an honest person. And I've been trying to get back on track with a lot of things. I was having a really hard time, and then your message popped up, and I felt like that was like, it meant something, like there was something about it. And it goes beyond just like these products, but I am interested because I know how, even before we were in our 20s, we met, I know how you did struggle. And you had shared that before. And so coming from you, I know there must be something to it because that's real. Like, so anyway, That's why I'm on here. It's because of you.
No. You're making me cry.
Done.
Can I tell you something Melissa did?
I
So
don't
when I
know.
was living in Bellingham, I had moved into a new apartment, and I had come back home, and a bunch of us from, church were together for some reason. And she said, we're going grocery shopping. And I thought she was going grocery shopping for herself. And people came over, and I wasn't really paying attention. And when they were leaving, I was like, you forgot your groceries, because I thought you put them in my fridge and freezer to keep them cold. And you were like, no, those are yours. And it was one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for
Oh
me.
my goodness.
And so I just remember that my entire life. That was one of the nicest things anyone's ever done. Was just filling my fridge and freezer. And that meant a lot to me.
Oh my goodness, girl.
And I probably should be telling you this like person to person instead of in front of other people.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. I totally agree. I
Oh.
wouldn't be here without Melissa either.
Oh.
I've been avoiding Facebook and the news and everything since March. And so it was just perchance that I was like, I should see what's going on in the world. And I saw Melissa's little note and I was like, sure, yeah, I could give that a try. Let's see what this is about. And so, yeah. And then just waking up this morning to your message saying, hey, I'm thinking of you. I'm praying for you. And yeah, just such a blessing.
Yeah.
You're a very special person, girl.
Oh my goodness, you guys, stop. It is the Lord. I mean, it's all him. It is all him. I mean, I was in a place where I was like, Lord, you know my body, you know how I'm suffering. I need answers. And it was him that brought this to me, and it was him that brought it to my friend Wendy, and it was the Lord who brought it to Bridget. And had Bridget not shared, then Wendy wouldn't have shared, then I wouldn't be here. I mean, it is just so many times I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should post about this. I don't want to like, rah, rah, rah. Or maybe it's just not really a big deal, but you know what on my heart lately has been like, this isn't about me. I need to share and I just need to put it out there. And the Lord, that's just been my prayer, that God would work just like he did in me. He showed me what I needed to see. And it was the time that I was ready to see it, and I was ready for change. And so it's so freeing just to be like, you know what? The Lord is going to guide people. He's going to provide. This is his thing. And so that just blesses me. That's just like icing on the cake. Like I'm just going to be like, I'll just be over here like floating, like just so grateful, because that's so much confirmation to me that yes, we do have something amazing, and I can't just hang on to it. There are so many people that are suffering, and I don't even know how. I don't even know. We haven't even had this conversation, right? Mary and I met like 10 years ago, and it's been so fun to reconnect with her. Amy, that's what, 20 years ago, something. I don't know. The Lord's timing, the Lord's work, it is the best. Like, it's just the best. And so I'm so thankful, you guys. I had no idea our call was going to be like this. The Lord knew. Bridget, thank you for making time, for Zooming us in tonight. Thank you so much for sharing your story, for continually sharing and just pouring into people. I've been so blessed by you and your family. Mary, I'm so excited for your friends that we're chatting with right now. Amy, let's keep talking. Roxanne, let's keep chatting. There's so much to learn. There's so much hope out there, you guys. So I'm just so thrilled that you would take this window on your Thursday evening to hop on a Zoom. Elizabeth, I'm so happy you're here. Hello, friend. We want to let you go this evening, but we can do like 3 minutes of Q&A. If anybody has one question, or if you want to pop something in the thread, I'm going to continue this in an event where I'll post more information tomorrow. So it'll be up for a few days. We can add questions in there. I can get you more product, specifics, lots of resources out there. We don't have to cover it all tonight. So any questions, anybody?
Oh my
Melissa, I would be interested in actually just messaging you and actually one-on-one, because I have very specific needs.
Yeah.
I just finished chemo about 6 months ago.
Okay.
I have very specific household dietary restrictions. Sorry, I'm going to have a hot flash right now. So if it's not gluten, not allowed in my house because my daughter has celiac disease.
Yep.
I have a very special syndrome that is 1 in 250,000 people are affected by it. So I have very specific, I'm very interested because I have 55 pounds that this stupid chemo put on me that I'm interested in getting rid of. And I've had 42 surgeries in my lifetime that I'm interested in not repeating. So I'd love to hear more about specific product ingredients, how it helps. You mentioned like yeast and gut health and all of that. You talked about antibiotics. I don't know ever not being on antibiotics, to be honest. So I would be interested just to talk one-on-one.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love that. I would love that. And we have an awesome resource page that Bridget has provided for us. It's called Grace Info. I would love everybody I know to be on that page. It's great resource, encouraging private page that we have where everything, our different products are on there that we talked about tonight. An amazing community where you can learn. And I love that you're researching. I love that. It's wonderful. So good. So happy to continue that. Yeah.
Can I say something to Roxanne? I personally have a gluten allergy, so I take a lot of the products, and my doctor is wholeheartedly for all of it because of my gluten allergy. So it has helped me so much. But I still eat gluten-free, but I don't have like the red blotchiness on my body anymore, or the hives, the blotchiness, the brain fog constantly. I still have bloating a little bit every once in a while, but not as bad as I used to. And I don't have to take as many medications anymore, So I just want to let her know that these products are really good, especially if you have a gluten allergy, because they do not bother me at all.
I really appreciate you sharing that, because I'd like to hear it from somebody that actually experienced it, not just oh, it's gluten free, it's totally fine.
And I've gone on 3 years. 3 years of taking this. So
and you enjoy it? You like it? You've seen improvement besides just the bloating gluten stuff?
Yes. Like I was on 16 medications and now I'm down to 3.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
It's amazing.
Jeez.
That is awesome.
Huge. Good for you.
I could listen to these stories all day. I love it. It's just so encouraging. Yeah, and Elizabeth, I've seen
Thank you.
I've seen the changes in you as you have shared your story. Such a blessing. We just rejoice with you. So many victories. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, ladies, I really want to honor our time, respect your time. I feel like I could just chat with you. Like my house is quiet right now. I just want to be like, yes, go on. Like I love this. I just want more of it. But I'm working on keeping it condensed. So we will make sure and add you guys to that Guts and Grace info page and the event where Bridget's recording for us. We can put this up tomorrow. So, or tonight or whenever. So we'll have that in event page where we can continue. Okay.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you,
So
Bridget.
good to meet you guys. I'm like,
So
what our
amazing.
friendship to end. I'll
And
be like,
hopefully my stuff gets here tomorrow. Crossing my fingers, my stuff will be here tomorrow.
Yes.
good.
Get to your mailbox, girl.
I know. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you all.
Thank you
I
all
love
for
reading
coming. We'll
stories.
chat soon. Thanks for listening. See you soon. Thank you, Amy, for
Bye,
coming.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, so good to meet you.
Nice
Bye.
to meet you.